Thank you for watching my presentation. My name is Brett Black and I'm going to be presenting on my case review of Case 8-1, Research Triangle Software Innovations. Tar & Hill LLP is a professional services firm in Durham, North Carolina. Tar & Hill provide audit assurance and advisory services. The firm has a client that they audit by the name of Research Triangle Software Innovations. This client provides software solutions specializing in enterprise resource planning. Business management software. Tar & Hill also has another client called Oak Manufacturing. Oak Manufacturing produces oak barrels for flavoring and storage of wine products. Steve Michaels is Tar & Hill's advisory manager in charge of Oak Manufacturing relations. He was tasked with reviewing the criteria used for the software selection. He wanted the software to be rated based on alignment with clients' needs, operations integration, software reliability, vendor support, scalability for growth, and pricing. Roseanne Fields was one of the lead advisory staff members on the software selection division. She helped narrow the ERP selection choices to 3 choices. One offering was from Research Triangle Software Innovations, another one was from Longhorn Software Systems in Austin, Texas. The last one was an in-house product from Tar & Hill Software Division. The choice for software ended up being the offering from Research Triangle Software Innovations. This decision left Steve Michaels a little confused. He decided to call in Roseanne Fields to his office to figure out how her group reached their decision. Steve asked Roseanne a few questions in which she responded by asking for a couple days to formulate an answer. While producing her decision, she visits her longtime friend Rebecca Chang. Rebecca is on the audit engagement of Research Triangle. She also, due to them being really good friends, she decides to let Roseanne know that there had been concerns with the audit report submitted by Research Triangle. They hadn't been able to generate steady cash flow and are not able to obtain any venture capitalist funding. The first question asked is, what are the ethical issues in this case? Discuss the obligations of Tar & Hill to its stakeholders. Tar & Hill is supposed to hold onto and not release their client's personal information without the consent from the client. Since Research Triangle Software Innovations is not a publicly owned company, their financial information does not need to be publicly exposed. This means that Rebecca wasn't ethically or legally allowed to tell Roseanne about the financial situation of Research Triangle. Tar & Hill is also wanting to maximize their company's profits by growing their own divisions, which would be possible by using the software package offered by Tar & Hill's software division. However, the company chose to go with struggling software company Research Triangle. This would help Research Triangle, but this wouldn't help maximize Tar & Hill's future profitability. The second discussion question wants me to characterize the kind of leadership demonstrated by Steve Michaels. Steve Michaels displays authentic leadership. The textbook says that authentic leaders acknowledge the ethical responsibilities of their roles, can recognize and evaluate ethical issues, and take moral actions that are thoroughly grounded in their beliefs and values. In the case, Steve displays this leadership when he confronts Roseanne and asks her the 3 questions in his office. He asks Roseanne if she's aware that Research Triangle is an audit client of the firm. Then asks if she's considered management's desire to push the firm's own software. Lastly, he asked if she considered that the selection of the firm's software would enable it to fine-tune the product with the experience and feedback from Oak Manufacturing and enhance future sales. These 3 questions showed Steve's drive to take moral action, grounded through his belief in Tar & Hill's software product. The next discussion the case wanted me to have was about evaluating moral intensity issues and how they might influence the actions and decisions of Roseanne. The first intensity issue that Roseanne must tackle is the Research Triangle Software Innovations is an audit client of the firm. If they select them as their partner, it may seem fishy to Oak Manufacturing if they find out. The second intensity issue is about the firm wanting to push their own software instead of outsourcing. If the firm wants to push their software to new heights, they should implement their own software with all their clients. The third intensity issue is about the ability of Research Triangle to fine-tune their product to fit the needs of oak manufacturing. All these issues need to play important roles in Roseanne's decision because she doesn't want this decision to result in issues down the road. The last discussion wants me to assume Roseanne decides to speak to her mentor from past experience. She knows Vivian is a team player and has always encouraged Roseanne to do the same. Consider the following if you were in Roseanne's position in developing a plan to give voice to your values. The first topic Roseanne will discuss with Vivian is about what is at stake for the key parties. For a research group, if they don't land the software deal with Tar and Hill, they could end up going out of business. Whereas Tar and Hill wants to expand their software division and could not do this if they didn't push for their product to be used with the clients. The second question asks about likely objections or pushbacks from Vivian and others. Vivian works for Tar Hill as well and wants to see them succeed. This means she would have similar pushbacks like the ones to Steve Michaels presented to Roseanne. The third question is about how to counter these positions and if there are any levers that Roseanne can use to influence those who disagree. I would say that Roseanne could counter these positions by saying that it should be a priority to help our clients any way they can, which means they should help Research Triangle by trying to become long-term partners in buying their software. I don't believe that Roseanne has much levers that she can use to influence that the people she disagrees with except that her team has the decision power over the software choice. The final question asks, what is my most powerful and persuasive response to the reasons and rationalizations I need to address? I would say that we chose Research Triangle Software Innovations over our in-house offering because they provided the software package that most fits oak manufacturing. If we give Research Triangle Software Innovations the chance to produce the software, it will keep them in business and keep them as our clients versus them possibly going out of business. Thank you for watching my case study discussion on Case 8-1. Have a wonderful rest of your day.